After that night, we realized that the little girl was not following us anymore. I don't know if it had anything to do with Sean's vision or not, but she definitely was not there anymore. We decided that we needed some new places to ride around in, so we checked out this new area, and there was a sign that had 2 cemetery names on it. So, of course, we're gonna go down there and check that out. We're riding through, going down this road, and there's like a marshy area, but we didn't stop. I don't know why, but we just passed it right on up and kept going. We had discussed stopping on the way back. We kept going. There was a light in the distance. We kept going, and we got up to where this light was, and it was an old church with a security light out front shining onto the road. And we passed on by. We went on up, and there was a curve. We went around it, and the road was flooded around the curve, and we were wondering how deep it was. So Sean and I got out of the truck, and we went to check how deep it was, and it was getting pretty deep, so we decided not to go through it. We walked back to the truck, and Sean and I just got in the bed of the truck, and we were sitting the normal way with our back against the cab of the truck, looking behind us as we're going. Justin and Chris were in the front, and I think Tim may have even been there that night. But we're going, and we passed the church again. We're looking back, and I see something big run into the road under that light. Looked like a huge dog. And it stood up. I looked at Sean, Sean looked at me, and we both knew. And this thing took off running toward us while we're going down this road. Well, we get up, and we're beating on the roof of the truck, and Justin rolls the window down, and I said, "Hey, do not stop at the water. Just keep going." And he rolled the window back up. I thought he got it. But we got to the marshy area, and he started slowing down. And I was like, no, don't do this. And he stopped. And Sean and I bailed out of the bed of the truck, got in the back seat, and we're yelling, go. And he knew with our panic in our voice that something wasn't right and he needed to put the hammer down. So we're going about 60 miles an hour down a 1-lane oil top road. And I was telling him what we had seen. And we got to an intersection. We turned left. And on each side of the road, there are trees lining the road. But it's like one row of trees. There's a field on our left side with trees on the fence line. Well, every once in a while, there's a break in the trees where you can see into the field. And as we're going 60 miles an hour down this road, you can see this thing running beside us on the other side of the fence. We passed a break in the trees. He's there. We pass another one. He's there. We passed 5 or 6 of these breaks in the trees, and this thing is running there, right beside us. Well, we finally get to one break, and it's gone. It wasn't there. So we felt a little bit of relief, kept moving forward, and there was another break in the trees. This thing jumped out of the clearing over the truck and to the other side of the road. We never saw it after that. We have no idea where it went. I think Justin may have put the pedal down a little bit harder. But we got out of there. We didn't see it again. And we felt stupid because all this time we haven't been carrying a camera with us. All the stuff that we've been seeing, we could have had a camera with us taking pictures. Then maybe people wouldn't think we're so crazy. Well, next time we went out, it was me, Justin, and his wife. And we're riding back roads, and we decided to get out. Deanne would drive, and Justin and I would be in the back of the truck. And I think it may have even been the same road that the howl happened on. But we got to this curve, and it was almost the same way where the fence line had trees growing up on each side. But where we stopped, there was a break in the trees. And you could hear something moving. So we killed the truck and was listening. You could hear something right on the other side of the fence. And it was particularly dark this night. And I said, hey, take a picture out there. We've got the camera with us. So we got the camera from Deanne. Justin pointed the camera in the direction of that break in the trees and took a picture. If you've seen the movie Saw, you know how fast that glimpse of something is when you take a picture. Now you're looking at absolute darkness, and then you take a picture, you get the flash. I don't even know if it's a full second, but when that flash hit, there were 3 of these things standing there. And we didn't even look at it in the camera at that point. Like, obviously they're very close, and there's 3 of them. Deanne cranked the truck back up and put the pedal down. We got out of there. We got home, plugged the camera into the computer, and we just sat there and stared at that picture for a long time. We had proof of what we were seeing. We transferred the picture from the camera to the computer, saved it in its own folder, and we were prepared to show people. Well, the next time we booted up that computer, the folder and everything was gone, and the picture was no longer on the camera. The evidence of these things had been totally wiped